eyeballs just got very happy.
Well, guys, this is the match that just had to happen. I want to take you back to SummerSlam this past August, of course, at Staples Center in Los Angeles. Brie Bella battling one of the principal owners of WWE, Stephanie McMahon. Her sister Nikki had come to ringside to help her out with the Authority. We're going to show you why. Triple H had tried to get involved on behalf of his wife.
He was just standing there.
And then Stephanie was cornered by Brie and Nikki when this happened.
Yeah, the unthinkable happened. Look! Nikki unloading on her own twin sister. And a pedigree from Stephanie.
Nikki Bella's ultimate betrayal of Brie.
For a lifetime in the making.
That's what Nikki says. I think it was just greed and jealousy on that young lady's part.
Her opponent from Scottsdale, Arizona, Brie Bella.
You know, guys, Brie Bella's husband, Daniel Bryan, who she's paying homage to with the S-Chance here, of course, recovering from injury. Daniel Bryan used his first Instagram post earlier on today to, in his words, cheer on my amazing wife tonight. Go, Brie.
It wasn't a selfie, was it? It looked like a hair explosion. Like Chewbacca. Shrunk.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is an agreed upon stipulation in this match that the loser must be the winner's personal assistant for a period of 30 days, or she will have to quit WWE.
That's what's at stake here, ladies and gentlemen. Nikki versus Brie, sister versus sister here in Dallas. And John, can you imagine the things, let's start with Nikki, that she may have a personal assistant named Brie do?
I don't know what's going to happen at the end. I just cannot tell you this is going to get ugly. There is a lot of stake here, and this is a lifetime in the making. This match.
Come on, JB. Nothing about these two could get ugly.
The referee, maybe.
Nikki Bella claims the reason that she betrayed her sister was because she was always second fiddle to Brie, that Brie was her whole life growing up trying to steal the spotlight from her.
I don't know about you, Cole, but I would pay good money to be either one of their assistants.
Nikki and a kick out.
Yeah, look, some of the most brutal matches we've had in WWE history are
Whoop.
family
Look at
against
this.
family.
Shoulders down, and
Brother against brother.
Nikki able to kick out, and there's Brie Bella right
Sister
to the
against sister.
face of Nikki.
I love when family fights.
Yeah, this may be the ultimate sibling rivalry we've ever had here at WWE.
The recent history between these two began, you may recall, back over the summer when Brie quit, showing her faith to her husband, Daniel Bryan.
You know, yeah, she quit and left her sister alone, and her sister got mistreated. Her sister's mad about it. I don't blame her.
Is that enough to put Brie away? Nikki Bella may have injured herself as well.
I'm just trying to think back, JB. I don't know if we've ever had sister against sister here in the WWE, much less twin sister against twin sister.
Well, definitely not twin sisters. Here's the cover and a kick out.
I don't believe we had sisters. Even sisters. I can't remember it.
Well, you're the one who said we did, so do you have some...
I'm talking about family. I'm talking about brother versus brother. Now sister versus sister is what I just said. If either one of you guys would pay attention to anything, you just call a stinking match.
And Brie back to her feet, trying to fight back against Nikki.
Whoa.
Uh-oh, and Nikki, face first off her knee. May have broken her nose.
Couldn't do it.
Nikki thinks that it's over here. Hooks the leg on Brie, who fights out.
Just give up!
Nikki just screaming at Brie to give up.
She's getting frustrated.
What's the hair? No, she's standing on her hair.
That's straight up wicked. I like that.
With Nikki wanting to get ahead by doing a favor for the Authority, but it had anything to do with what Brie Bella may have done to her in her past.
Like quit and leave her sister here to fend for herself?
Or hair pulling.
Oh, look at this. The official now going to give her a count of 5 or she's going to get disqualified. And again, going right back to the hair of Brie Bella, just punishing her sister.
Oh, my God.
And Brie. Oh, face first. Is that enough for Brie to put Nikki away? Nikki's going to be Brie's assistant. No, and a kick out.
I think Brie just got enough of that hair pulling. She decided to get a handful of hair of her own.
He said it's Cinderella time. Somebody's going to be a Bella Butler.
Cinderella. Oh! Nice drop kick.
Brie trying to fire up. Oh, right to Nikki's face.
That's a return for that.
Nikki may be a personal assistant for about 30 days, and Brie will just cover her.
Oh, and Nikki wisely falling out of harm's way.
Wisely. I don't think she could possibly take another one of those knees in the face.
And she's got to get back in before a count of 10, but wait a minute. Brie Bella going to launch herself through the ropes and taking out Nikki. And Nikki may have hurt her shin there. Remember,
it looked like Brie landed on Nikki's left knee.
Yeah, and remember, guys, Nikki Bella's career was almost over last year with a terrible shin injury, and perhaps that's come back into play here.
Good grief. That knee. Should have ended this. Watch.
The right knee.
You're right. I believe that Brie landed right on Nikki's leg.
Yeah, let's not forget, as I mentioned before, terrible shin injury almost cost Nikki her career last year. And Brie Bella, top rope missile drop kick.
Oh my gosh!
Brie Bella going for the victory. Is Nikki going to be Brie's assistant right here? And a kick out by Nikki.
Guys, you gotta know deep down inside, Nikki Bella will do absolutely anything to avoid having to be Brie's assistant. Whoa!
And vice versa as well. Oh man! I think Nikki thinks this is over, and it may well be. Brie Bella. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, I think Nikki's going to beat Brie right here. Hook of the leg. Shoulders are down. Oh, and a kick out Brie got. A near fall for Nikki. She cannot believe that Brie kicked out of her finishing maneuver.
What is it going to take?
Brie's got some spunk just like her husband.
Brie kicked out of the rack attack.
Doesn't know when to quit just like her husband.
Nikki just asking herself, what is it going to take? Uh-oh.
Brie going for the S-lock. Speaking of Daniel Bryan, speaking of her husband, Daniel Bryan, Brie going for the S-lock. Submission maneuver made famous by Daniel Bryan. Is it going to get Nikki to tap out?
If there's a tap out, there's going to be 15,000 people here chanting yes.
Nikki trying to make it to the bottom rope.
She did.
She does.
Got her foot on it.
Brie has a 5 count to breakers disqualified.
Brie had that yes lock locked in.
Oh, man.
Same forearm that she hit her with at SummerSlam.
Brie may be out.
Man, oh man, what a shot.
That was the same forearm that Nikki hit Brie with at SummerSlam.
And Nikki's going to try it for a second time. The rack attack to Brie.
We got us a new personal assistant.
Nikki Bella has defeated her sister.
What do you think Nikki's going to make Brie do first? This is going to be entertaining.
Contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, being accompanied by Chavo Guerrero Sr. from El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 213 pounds, Chavo Guerrero.
Well, that's nice. That's real nice. What? I'm glad Chavo brought his dad, Chavo Sr., out here tonight. I'm sure Chavo Sr. is going to be an innocent bystander at ringside watching this matchup. Maybe they're going to double team Eddie Guerrero like they did Thursday night on SmackDown. Maybe that's what this is all about.
Don't you think you might be jumping the gun just a little bit?
Jumping the gun?
Yeah.
Chavo stabbed his own uncle in the back. Eddie's own brother, Chavo's father, beat the hell out of this man 2 weeks ago. And 3 nights ago on SmackDown, they cheated to win a tag team match.
Well, it's a tragedy, no doubt about it, but it's going to be one hell of a match.
It's going to be a hell of a match, but this is more than a match. This is a story about a family that has been destroyed a family that has got to rise.
Needs a decaf goal, personally. And from El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero.
Look at that ride, baby. That's fat, man. But it is not a fun ride in the lowrider tonight for Eddie Guerrero. Earlier tonight on Sunday Night Heat, Eddie Guerrero put it plain and simple. He will try to channel his Latino heat. He will try to channel his emotion. He will beat Chavo Guerrero in the match tonight, and then he will beat Chavo up.
Well, that remains to be seen, but I'll tell you, Eddie Guerrero, he's got that bad Latino temper, and that's where that Latino heat credo comes from, Cole. That remains to be seen. Let's see if Eddie Guerrero can keep his temper. I think if that man there, Chavo, slaps his uncle in the mouth one time, Eddie might snap.
Thursday night on SmackDown, Chavo Guerrero pinned his Uncle Eddie after Kurt Angle got a thumb to the eye and inadvertently Angle slammed his tag team partner Eddie Guerrero.
Pinned him with a frog splash, his own move, his nephew with his own move, and right in his own
Look at
face.
Chavo. Chavo doesn't want anything to do with Eddie
That's smart,
at the outset of this matchup.
Yes, he does. Chavo wants something to do, and he's being coached along, Chavo is, by Chavo Sr. His dad is coaching him along. Take your time. Chavo Guerrero will wrestle at his pace, and that's smart by Chavo.
Chavo Guerrero's dad, Chavo Sr., is Eddie Guerrero's older brother. And there are the Eddie chants from over 17,000 here in Philadelphia. The Eddie chants that have angered Chavo Guerrero so much over the past few months.
Maybe we can get a Chavo chant. Chavo, Chavo.
Maybe Chavo will get the Chavo sucks chant, if you know what I mean, as Eddie and Chavo face off center of the ring to start this matchup.
This should be something to see here. Enough for nothing. Two great athletes in their prime right here. Collar and elbow tie-up. Jockeying for position.
Eddie and Chavo know each other so well. At the ages of 5 and 3, these two young men were wrestling in their backyard of their home. These two men grew up as brothers, not as uncle and nephew, but really as brothers. They're so close in age.
Right now, just struggling for position, struggling for leverage, and there's that temper. That's what I'm saying.
But Eddie's got to channel that temper here tonight. You agree?
I do agree.
Oh, and look at Chavo.
Well, forget about challenging.
Again, humiliating his uncle.
Yeah, well, now Eddie's going to snap. Forget it. That's it.
But perhaps good strategy by Chavo to try to bring Eddie out of his game?
Well, I think so. Sure, I mean, Chavo knows his uncle and knows how to get his uncle to snap.
You see the emotion in the face of Chavo Guerrero. I mean, you see real hatred in the eyes of Chavo Guerrero as he stares across. Look at Eddie. Eddie wanted to fire off there with the right hand. Referee Nick Patrick right between them.
Talking about facial looks on the face. Look at Eddie's face. What do you call that look? That's hatred. That's a look of hatred by Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero is wounded. Eddie Guerrero, Taz, is an uncle that has been stabbed in the back, betrayed by his own flesh and blood. I don't know if it's quite anger or if Eddie is wrestling to try to understand these emotions that he's feeling here tonight.
Hey, Cole, that happens all the time where I'm from in Brooklyn, but you got to fight through it. And I'll tell you what, give Eddie his props. Nice drop toe hold, floating over at that tight rear chin lock. Right now, Eddie Guerrero's got Chavo Guerrero in a very tough spot here.
Eddie Guerrero backed in the corner by Chavo Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero telling me a story earlier today.
He doesn't talk to you.
A shot by Chavo.
He talks to you?
That growing up, Chavo was really the spoiled kid. Every time there was a fight, it was always Eddie who was wrong and Chavo who was right. And it was always Chavo Sr., Eddie's brother, Chavo's dad, who would punish Eddie whenever Chavo Guerrero.
Hey, look, everybody's got their problems. Cole, cry me a river. You know what I mean? Let's just watch the match. Enough with he had problems when he was 5 years old. Who cares? Come on, these guys are in their prime. Two world-class athletes going at it. Who's going to win? Eddie Guerrero or Chavo? That's what we want
But
to see.
this is more than two world-class athletes battling in the ring, Taz. This is about a family that is disintegrating
I agree.
before our very eyes.
I agree with that. I know it's a tragedy in the Guerrero family. But right now, look at Chavo.
You see the grin, though, on Eddie's face when he delivered that chop?
Grin, that's a straight-up smile and laughter by Eddie Guerrero.
I love it. I think that's funny.
Eddie Guerrero now, he's feeling good right now. Be careful, Chavo. Watch your uncle. He's crafty, ain't no doubt.
Like two boxers sparring, jockeying for position. Lock up center of the ring again between Chavo and Eddie. And now Chavo had the upper hand. Eddie shoots him off the ropes. Chavo with a big shoulder knockdown. And Chavo Guerrero.
Right back to that headlock. Very smart.
Another shoulder knockdown. Eddie Guerrero back to his feet. Stalemate early on. I don't know what Chavo's all excited about. It's a stalemate here early on. And now Eddie.
Oh, he's telling, I guess, Chavo is number one. Oh, what a shot!
And another chop. And uncle and nephew exchanging chops center of the ring. And Welch blowing up. And then a thumb to the eye. Lying and cheating and stealing is how you get it done.
I told you he was crafty. That Eddie Guerrero, man, this ain't his first barbecue.
But yet again, Eddie Guerrero with a clenched fist, but he didn't quite pull the trigger. And remember what Eddie said on Sunday Night Heat. He wants to out-wrestle Chavo here tonight. Not going to beat him up until later on.
Well, Eddie Guerrero wants to prove he is the better wrestler. I mean, just my opinion, I think Eddie's going to snap eventually. I think that temper's going to come out.
Eddie's like a volcano. He's like the lava boiling at the bottom of the volcano. It's slowly making its way to the top before it's just going to explode and overflow.
I mean, look, Kurt Angle made a good point about Eddie Guerrero's temper, Cole. I mean, it's well known in the locker room. Eddie's got a short fuse and got a bad temper.
Sort of like you. Yeah, look at this. Eddie Guerrero with the arm bar on Chavo.
That's a reverse arm bar on Chavo, and if Eddie could pinpoint that limb, that body part, and work on Chavo's arm, that'd be a hell of a strategy for Eddie Guerrero.
Let me ask you a question. You see Chavo's dad, look at shoulders down. Nick Patrick in perfect position. Chavo trying to bridge up there.
Got him there.
Here we go. That was unique. And Chavo pops out.
Look at this.
Chavo Guerrero takes Eddie over the top rope. Both men outside the ring. Up over the top rope. And who is worse for wear here? Eddie or Chavo?
Well, who's going to get to a vertical base? Nick Patrick, the referee, now starting his count here, and Chavo looks to be in better shape here.
See, Eddie Guerrero may have caught his wrist on that top rope, and he's trying to shake some feeling back into it. As Eddie Guerrero,
maybe Chavo spotted that, and Chavo could go
look at this! Give me a throw! What the hell did you do that for?
Oh, he doesn't like his younger brother, Chavo. Oh, wants to help his son out. Oh, look at this!
And now Chavo gaining the upper hand as the brawl fills out the ringside here. Eddie bounced off the announce
table. I'll tell you
table.
what, Chavo like a barracuda. Chavo saw that opening, boy. He went right after it, man.
Yeah, thanks to Dad. Good thing Papa's at ringside. Here's the cover. Thought he was going for the cover, but Chavo with those blows across the side of the head.
Cross faces, trying to cross face the head off of his uncle.
And his crowd in Philly really behind Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero still...
And Eddie again with that clenched fist, and again does not throw the punch.
Just trying to stick this game plan and trying not to throw a blow. Oh, nice single leg there, maybe a double leg.
And Chavo throwing all kinds of blows, trying to beat the pulp out of Eddie, and Eddie yet to throw a punch in this matchup.
Chavo's doing a good job of that. But look, right, Eddie's going for an arm bar here. And maybe a cross arm breaker if Eddie can flatten out Chavo to his back. And there it is. He's got to extend that arm, and Chavo's grabbing his own wrist to avoid that hyperextension of his elbow. That's a cross arm breaker. And it's a very, very dangerous submission move. You can pop a joint right out of your elbow.
You hear Chavo Guerrero saying, "Get him the hell off me," to the referee.
Chavo needs to try and stay off his back, keep his hand clasped so his uncle can extend that elbow.
Or get to the bottom rope, which he just did.
I was just going to say that, but you're beating to the punch.
I was going to ask you before, Chavo Sr.'s at ringside.
You got a lot of questions.
What type of advice do you think Chavo's dad has given him over the past few days to head into a matchup with Eddie?
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, look at this.
Good question, Cole.
Here we go. Shoulders down. Oh, and got him. No. Eddie Guerrero just kicked out.
And now that Chavo Sr. still barking out orders to Chavo Guerrero. Chavo ready to go for a vertical suplex.
Oh, and connected. And look at this. This is what Eddie does on a normal basis.
Yeah, this is the triple vertical suplex. You saw the frog splash last week by Chavo Guerrero, and Chavo's outdoing Eddie.
But Eddie countered. Eddie countered, though.
Nice counter. Oof.
And now an elbow to the face. Chavo Guerrero up to the second rope. Eddie Guerrero's in trouble.
Swinging DDT here. Oop. Counter.
Eddie with a great counter. Shot to the midsection. Eddie Guerrero
nice
headbutt to the shoulder. And another headbutt.
Oh, here we go. Eddie now is starting to fight a little dirty here, getting a little nasty there with those headbutts.
Oh, and a great. Now Eddie's going to show Chavo how it's done.
Well, there's nothing better than the original Eddie Guerrero.
In the home of the Philadelphia Flyers, Eddie Guerrero's going for a hat trick. Eddie got him.
Viva la raza right there by Latino Heat.
Eddie Guerrero's feeling it. Eddie Guerrero out to the apron. Eddie Guerrero is going to climb high.
Eddie Guerrero's feeling froggy. Chavo, you got to get your butt out of there.
Can Eddie do it here?
I don't know. Eddie's looking good here. Cole.
Frog splash. Connecting. Robber.
That's it. He got him.
Eddie got Chavo.
Here's your winner, Eddie.
And Eddie Guerrero with a right hand for good measure to his older brother, to Chavo's father.
Eddie Guerrero said he would stick this game and out-wrestle Chavo, and he did it. Eddie Guerrero did do it. Got to give the man props. Hell of a match, not for nothing.
And a show of respect from 17,000 strong here in Philadelphia. Eddie Guerrero controlling his temper throughout the matchup.
Well, Eddie said he was, I guess Eddie changed his mind. Oh, wait a minute. Look at the look in his eyes, Cole.
Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat with a low blow and a right hand. And that volcano, I believe.
You thought you were going to get away with it?
Snap, Cole. Here it goes. Eddie Guerrero's lost it.
The volcano that is Eddie Guerrero has erupted. Latino Heat with the right hands hammering away on his nephew Chavo.
Now Eddie Guerrero going to his older brother, Chavo Sr. here. Oh, gee, got him by that tight, trying to choke him out.
Chavo Guerrero Sr.
Tying him up, he's lashing him to that bottom rope. Chavo can't go anywhere.
And Eddie Guerrero choking the life out of his own brother.
Tied him up like a damn piece of cattle to that bottom rope.
And this is the Latino Heat, that temper that Eddie Guerrero has warned people about. And you see Chavo has been split open here. Because once Eddie lets his emotions out, there is no stopping Latino Heat.
Oh, I know that. I know Eddie Guerrero very well for a long time. He's damn near psycho when he snaps. And it's that temper, Cole.
And now Eddie pouncing on his own nephew Chavo.
Eddie Guerrero trying to teach the younger Chavo Guerrero a lesson. Chavo's in trouble here.
Eddie Guerrero
just busted, just going for that open wound. As Chavo did to Eddie, I guess, turn the bounce. Oh my God.
Well, Chavo Guerrero indeed deserved this. But if you could see the look on the face of Eddie Guerrero, look at this. Eddie Guerrero taking this a bit too far.
Come on, Eddie.
Rip the eyes out of the head of Chavo.
Cole, he's dragging him to the damn middle of the ring by his mouth and his nose.
What you do to him, man?
Eddie Guerrero looks possessed.
That's your kid.
Guerrero family just
Look at how you left him.
floating in front of us here. What's Eddie gonna do now? Just right.
Eddie Guerrero beating the hell out of Chavo right in front of Chavo's father, Eddie's own brother, Chavo Sr. And did you hear Chavo Sr.? He actually had the gall to say to Eddie, how could you do this to your own kid, to your own flesh and blood? What about the sins that Chavo Sr. and Chavo committed against Eddie Guerrero? What about those sins?
Well, JR, something bad always happens in Survivor Series.
And something bad happened last Monday night when Triple H drove the black Lincoln and Rikishi hanging out the window of the sledgehammer hit The Rock right in the sternum. That was last Monday night.
It could have been a lot worse. I actually think Triple H was, well, I think he's going to actually run over The Rock if he could.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing 424 pounds, Rikishi!
Rikishi, the man that ran over Stone Cold 1 year ago here at the Survivor Series, and a plan well orchestrated by The Game. The Game in Austin, get it on tonight, but this one as well is oh so personal. The Rock, I'll tell you what, an ill-advised match in my view. We saw what happened. Commissioner Foley ran Rikishi out of the arena, but Rikishi came back, King.
Well, you got that right. Like you said, I don't think The Rock's 100% tonight. Maybe this is not the best time for this match to happen. Oh, look at Rikishi.
But it's going to happen. It has to happen. And who will survive this?
If you smell it's cold.
Oh, The Rock! The Rock sprinting down the aisle! And here we go! The Rock is going to try to get it over early! The Rock is a wounded animal! And he's beating the holy hell out of Rikishi!
Boy, he said this was personal, and you can tell it!
Oh my God! 424 pounds up and over!
Look at The Rock. There's no family love between these two anymore.
The Rock, where you going?
Wait a minute, Rock.
The Rock, don't do that!
Hold it.
You'll get disqualified, Rock!
Wait a minute, Rock. The match just started. Don't do it.
Referee Tim White doing all he can to do his job. Oh, no, Rikishi! Rock turned right into Rikishi's super kick. The 424-pounder.
Well, Well,
with a shot right on the Rock.
you can't blame that on the referee. That was Rock's fault. If the referee had to grab that chair, this match would be over right now. Rock would be the loser by disqualification.
Right in the chest. There it is. Boom right there. The Rock, you know what Rikishi's going to do, King. He's going to focus as much as he can on that bruised sternum of the Rock. The Rock has had internal bleeding. He's been trying to convalesce all week. But how do you get healthy in less than a week?
Oh, my God!
You don't. That's how. You go on guts and determination, on raw courage.
Boy, and there's that injured chest of the Rock, and there's that huge leg of Rikishi dropping right onto Rock's chest.
These two men grew up in a family, a huge extended family, deep in WWF tradition. So this is a civil war. And a shot again right to the chest, right to the sternum of the Rock. Rikishi. Right hand. Rikishi right in the chest again. One more shot in the chest. He's not going to work on knees or legs or arms. It's going to be everything in that chest that the 424-pounder can muster.
There's no family sympathy now. Rikishi is going right for the weak spot.
That's got to be excruciating.
Right for the Rock's chest.
How can the Rock even survive this? Under normal circumstances, the Rock should be home trying to heal.
Well,
but this is not normal circumstances.
You said it. The Rock could be home and should be home trying to heal. He didn't have to come out here. I mean, I'm a fan of the Rock, but he didn't have to come out here. He didn't have to do this tonight.
Rikishi taking his time here, and the Rock barely, he can't even stand up. He's having to use the rope to hold him, and the Rock with an adrenaline rush here with big-time right hands. But the whip is reversed, and Rikishi, oh my God, sidewalk slam. He just planted the 270-pound Rock. That may have taken it all out of him. The 400-pounder, leg hooked, and three, no. The Rock able to kick out.
Boy, the over 400-pounder, like you said, planting the 270-pound Rock right into that ring, and everything, every impact has its toll, takes its toll, and has to be excruciatingly painful to the Rock's chest.
Another vicious stomp right in the chest,
And
another one. It's like the Rock had a bullseye right on his sternum,
Well, that's exactly what he has.
right around his heart. And it's going to take a hell of a lot of heart for the Rock to survive here tonight in Tampa. Rikishi now. Oh, no, Rock reverses. The Rock reversed. And no! Use Rikishi's own momentum to take the big man outside, and the Rock has bought himself just a little bit of time.
Yeah, but man, how much credit do you have to give Rikishi? He was able to, he was able to take a little bit of that force away and almost land on his feet there, partially.
Rock coming outside. I don't know how judicious a move that was. So the Rock he's running on adrenaline.
Yeah, but the only problem with that, JR, is eventually that adrenaline has to run out. And
The Rock's head just cracked off the timekeeper's table. It bounced off the table like a basketball. And now the Rock on Green Street. Perhaps doesn't even know where he is here.
oh, he knows where he is, all right. And he knows he knows he's in trouble, and he knows who's delivering that trouble.
Again, right on the chest, right on the sternum. Rikishi's attack has been relentless on that one injured body part of the Rock, the People's Champion.
He's trying to get these two guys to get back in the ring.
These fans on the edge of their seat. The Rock from the Sunshine State of Florida is holding almighty. A referee just got wiped out. I mean wiped out.
Rikishi driving Rock right back into referee Tim White. Tim's down.
Good grief, we don't need a match with no official. With a Rock down and unable to get back up at this point in time in the matchup. What's Rikishi doing? What is he doing, King?
I don't know what he's doing.
What is he looking for?
Going after Blackman's stick, maybe?
Oh my God,
Oh, no!
Jeez almighty. Got to slit him. Got to damn slit him. We need some help out here.
Somebody get the ref up.
Oh, that could be Rock's chest next or his head. Rikishi's got that weapon, that sledgehammer in his hand.
Come on, ref.
Rock trying to get up. The referee is still down.
Oh, watch your chest, Rock. Don't turn around.
Oh, this is, don't do it. Rikishi have some conscience.
He wants to drive that sledgehammer right into the chest of The Rock. No!
The Rock came with a right hand. A right hand.
Hey, look at this!
Rock bottom. Rock bottom. Rikishi's down, but so is The Rock from his own rock bottom.
It had to hurt The Rock almost as much as it did Rikishi. Come on, ref, get in there, get that sledgehammer out of there.
Referee Tim Marks starting to move around a little bit. Rikishi's down. The air driven out of him from the rock bottom. The Rock's got to be writhing in pain, excruciating pain from that bruised sternum. Rock trying to crawl with everything he's got to get a cover. The Rock's got the cover.
That's not going to do it. He don't have him. That's it.
How close was that?
It's going to take more than that. Going to have a better cover on a man like Rikishi, 420 pounds. He can throw you up like a fly.
Rikishi very fortunate that the referee was hurt on the outside. The referee just tossed that sledgehammer back to the outside.
Thank goodness he saw that. Oh, man!
Rock with a right hand. That's all he's got. A right hand. And more rocks. Laying the smackdown on Rikishi. But Rikishi didn't go down. But down goes The Rock.
Huge headbutt right into the chest of The Rock.
Rikishi using the ropes to hold himself up now.
There's nothing harder on Rikishi's body than that head of his. Even harder than his fist. He just drove it right into Rock's chest.
424 pounds. Measuring The Rock.
Now what? Another one! Oh!
The headbutt. Rikishi with a headbutt. Again, an upper torso of The Rock. Now Rock he's scrambling here. What a gut check for the People's Champion. He's hurting, shouldn't be here. Oh, but he's fighting for everything he's got. My God, you can't measure this man's courage.
Well, you can see Rikishi's game plan. He's tried to slow The Rock down, but every time Rikishi thinks he's got The Rock where he wants him somehow.
Oh, a Samoan drop.
Now he has him. Now Rikishi has The Rock right where he wants him.
A 424-pound Samoan drop. Oh, no, come on. You gotta be, oh my God, that shook the ring. That's gotta be all. And The Rock kicked out. The Rock kicked out. I can't believe this.
How did he do it? How did he do it?
How did The Rock do it?
I don't believe it.
Rikishi, I thought that would be it there.
Listen to the crowd a second ago. They were in stunned silence. They knew it was over for The Rock, but now they're starting to come alive. They realize the People's Champ needs their help.
Rock, hands down, can't defend himself. Rikishi with a clear shot. The Rock can barely stand in that corner.
Finish Rikishi, backing it up.
That's over 400 pounds right into The Rock, and The Rock now dropped, slip to the corner.
No, not this. No, come on, he wouldn't do that to The Rock, would he?
Rock is virtually incapacitated at this stage of the match. Oh, come on.
You gotta be kidding me.
How that can't be this?
No!
How humiliating. How humiliating for The Rock to get that huge ass stuck right in his own face.
The People's stink face. Unbelievable. Man, Rikishi is so proud of himself right now.
Unbelievably humiliating. The Rock. The Rock exploded. What a clothesline.
Oh, he turned Rikishi a complete flip.
Rikishi went inside out from that thunderous clothesline for The Rock, who exploded out of the corner.
Look at this. Like you said, the world's biggest stink face on the People's Champion. But then, JR, look at this clothesline. Watch this. Man.
Rock turned 424 pounds inside out, and now affect anybody's ball game. The Rock trying to get back up. He's got to be just, I don't know if The Rock has ever encountered this much pain in his entire athletic life.
It was like that stink face was like a smelling salt for The Rock. He lunged up and flipped Rikishi like an omelet. Oh, look out. Oh, no, here we go.
Rikishi blocked the right hand, came back with the right of his own, The Rock's chest. Misses a super kick, however. Oh, spine buster. The Rock got a spine buster. And The Rock screaming and writhing in pain.
Can't capitalize. The Rock can't get over there and cover.
The Rock literally screaming in pain, but he won't let quit.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, Rock.
condition. We're going to see it. The most electrifying move on Rikishi. People's elbow.
A people's elbow. Right to the heart of Rikishi. Can The Rock cover? Can The Rock capitalize?
Every one of these huge moves.
Rikishi is down, but so is The Rock.
They all take their toll on The Rock, too.
The Rock trying to crawl any way he can.
If you can just cover him now, just get an arm across him. You got him, Rock. Just a finger on him, anything.
The Rock on top. Will this be enough?
Yes! Yes!
Unbelievable.
Here is your winner, The Rock.
The people's elbow did it, JR!
Somehow, some way, this magnificent stallion was able to ward off the pain, to fight through the anguish. And on this occasion, vanquish Rikishi. But how? How in the hell did The Rock do it?
Well, you can see right there, he did it. He accomplished it, but it took a tremendous toll. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, The Rock may never be the same again after this.
The Rock trying to pull himself up. There's no celebration for the People's Champion tonight. Oh, wait, Rikishi's back up too.
Hey, wait a minute, Rock. Watch your back.
Oh, Rikishi with a stupor kick right to The Rock's face. All right, come on, it's enough. Damn it, it's enough. But come on.
No, referee, you gotta stop this.
The Rock is laying there helpless.
The Rock's chest gets
Oh, for God's sakes. No.
Get off! Let's go!
What the hell? That's enough. Get Rock out of there. Get somebody out, not again.
Rock can't
Come
even
on,
move.
come on. For God, no. That's 424 pounds. Not once, but twice. Rikishi's sick. He's like a madman.
Well, we're getting some more help out here, but look at this.
Oh, come on. You got it.
Get in there, referee. Stop this guy.
This is going to be the third. God almighty. The bullseye drop.
Well, that's going to cost Rikishi, but he doesn't really care right now.
Rikishi's lost it. He's a madman. He's a sick, psychotic, 424-pound animal. Rikishi has destroyed The Rock. It wasn't about wins and losses. Now, wait a minute.
That sick, psychotic, 420-pound madman has done the damage. He's left The Rock laying. He's not through.
The referee's been a solo. What the hell is he doing? No, come on. Now three times.
This is the fourth.
Four bonsai drops on the chest of The Rock. He'll never. The Rock, you're Rock King. He'll never be the same. Thanks to Rikishi, The Rock will never be the same.
The following is an I Quit match. There will be no pinfalls, no countouts, and no disqualifications. The only way to achieve victory is to make your opponent say the words, I quit. Introducing first, from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing 225 pounds, Jeff Hardy!
Well, late last year, Jeff Hardy realized his lifelong dream of winning the WWE Championship, only to have it ripped away by his own brother, Matt Hardy, at the Royal Rumble. And JR, their relationship has imploded and has deteriorated to such a vicious, savage level.
Well, it's a brotherly bond that has been betrayed. It is a family divided. But one of these two brothers tonight will be forced to say, I quit, and the world will hear it.
King, what are the psychological ramifications of saying those two words, I quit?
Well, it means more than getting pinned. It means more than submitting. I mean, it is a personal, deeply personal thing, especially between two brothers. When you have to look that person in the eye and say that you quit, you're admitting they're the better man. You're admitting that you are not up to their standards, and that's something that neither one of these brothers want to have to do.
opponent, from Cameron, North Carolina, weighs 236 pounds, Matt Hardy.
JR, simple question. Does Matt Hardy have his brother Jeff Hardy's number?
Well, if the last 3 times they met have any indication, my answer would be yes. It happened at WrestleMania in the Extreme Rules. It happened on Friday Night SmackDown in the stretcher matchup. Then we saw recently on SmackDown in a tag team match where Matt Hardy had his brother's number. Right now, Matt Hardy is 3-0 and looking for the 4-game sweep of his younger brother.
I'm going to tell you something that I see. This is just a personal observation. We're seeing a little bit of a different Jeff Hardy in the fact that there's no face paint. He doesn't look that extreme look that we usually see on Jeff Hardy. You know, that takes time before a match. Jeff has to sit down in front of a mirror. He has to paint his face. But I don't think he wanted to take the time to do that tonight. I think that he has been concentrating solely on this match and solely on his brother, and that is all that is on his mind.
Well, Jeff Hardy said on Friday night on SmackDown that words like extreme and intensity used to mean everything to me, but things have changed, Matt. He claims Matt's overconfidence will kill him tonight. This is an I Quit match between 2 brothers.
So we're not looking for pins. Well, no countouts, no disqualifications. The match can only end when one of these 2 men say, I quit. It's as simple as that.
And it's going to happen. One of these guys is going to admit to the other that he quits, that he's had enough.
Jeff Hardy's had enough of Matt Hardy's antics over the past number of months.
I've been told that our referee has a microphone in his back pocket, that he will have that microphone close enough that when those words are uttered, we're all going to hear who says, I quit.
Jeff certainly seems focused on punishing his brother. Punch over the top. Hit it smart. And you notice the referee's not counting because there are no countouts.
Sometimes you watch these maneuvers or these really death-defying feats that Jeff Hardy performs, and you think sometimes they're more detrimental to Jeff than they are to his opponent. Now what's he got in mind?
Not worried about that tonight. Matt Hardy slamming spine and neck first into the barricade.
That became a Hardy sandwich between his brother and the security wall. And Matt Hardy Look at this.
First Matt thrown into the wall. With great impact. And then incoming, Jeff Hardy.
Well, let's not forget that Jeff was the victim of a number of accidents, quote unquote, including a fire that killed Jeff Hardy's his dog, the love of his life.
Well, Michael, come on, let's see. You say quote unquote accident? I think we all know. Matt had to be behind those things.
Look at Jeff Hardy, who is punishing Matt.
Jeff fell to the back of his head there that may have addled him as well when he delivered that mule kick to his brother.
I'm just waiting. It's going to happen soon. That referee's going to pull out that microphone and stick it in one of these brothers' faces.
I'm just amazed at the relationship between these 2 brothers is deteriorating to such a level.
A lot of bad blood, a lot of seriously bad things have gone down between these 2 young men.
Even the WWE was both their dreams. Held the tag team title 6 different times.
What do you say, huh? Do you want to say it, Matt?
Remember, if Matt Hardy had uttered the words, I quit, this match would have been over.
Sounds awfully simple. 2 words, 5 letters. I quit, as the late Gordon Sully said, but this is going to be one heck of a journey before either of these 2 men will allow themselves to say I quit.
You're right. No one wants to say that.
Look at Matt's face.
You can't allow yourself. It's unthinkable to say that.
I got a question for you guys. As Jeff Hardy continues the pressure in that sleeper hold on Matt Hardy, you apply a hold like the sleeper and your opponent passes out.
That's not going to end the match.
Exactly. Have to utter the words, "I quit."
Wake him up. I'm sure he'd be happy to say, "I quit." And don't do this again.
And Matt Hardy.
I just noticed that Matt Hardy's face looked a little, already starting to swell a little bit. His eyes are a little puffy from that onslaught, the early going onslaught by Jeff Hardy.
I saw the expression in the face of Matt Hardy change. You want to know what Matt Hardy's all about in a snapshot?
Well, I can say one thing about that swelling, JR. The swelling of his face kind of goes with his ego as of now.
There you go.
It's swollen.
Now Jeff Hardy looking to take a high risk, and that time it backfired.
Oh, come on, Jeff, huh? What do you say, Jeff? No.
Again, you want a snapshot of Matt Hardy. Remember what happened a couple of weeks ago when Big Show knocked Jeff Hardy out? Jeff Hardy was unconscious, and Matt Hardy came into the ring and assaulted the man. Jeff Hardy was helpless, defenseless, and his own brother attacked him.
And now, brother Matthew Moore Hardy, as his brother Jeff called him, is in attack mode. This is just a brawl, an onslaught.
This is, I mean, we all know that this is going to have to get really, really ugly before it's over.
Well, the pride of both of these men.
Do you want to say it? Do you want to say it? No.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah, you could have
Come on,
to say
Jeff,
it here.
huh?
Or suffer a broken leg.
Well, what happened is when Jeff Hardy was pushed off the top rope by Matt, it looked like he tweaked his knee or some part of the leg, and Matt Hardy has turned his attack, focused it on the legs of Jeff Hardy.
Well, Jeff said about his own brother Matt, he's sick, he's twisted, he's demented. I think we're about to see those qualities rise to the surface now that Matt realizes Jeff is hurt now.
Look at his smile. See the smile on the face of Matt?
Demented.
And Matt Hardy. And Matt screaming, ask
Do
him.
you say it? Do you say it, Jeff?
Forget it.
No.
There are no submissions. Jeff Hardy cannot tap out here. Perhaps the only way out of this is to say, "I quit."
Do you say it, Jeff? No.
And that's unusual strategy. Matt Hardy did a lot of damage to that figure four. And now let's see how much more damage Matt attempts on the legs of his brother.
Oh, Matt.
I think that Matt is without a doubt targeting that left leg of his brother Jeff.
That's the one that looked like he tweaked when he was knocked off the top rope. But the other thing about this King is Jeff Hardy's such a high flyer. He's such a daredevil. That when you take the legs out, he can't fly.
Exactly right.
Matt
knows that. That's the thing about these two guys. No one on earth knows each other better than they know themselves.
Look at
their brother. Oh,
Matt mocking Jeff Hardy. Well, the other thing these two men know about each other as well is the amount of punishment each can take. The type of matches they've been in over the years. And again, Matt Hardy back to the figure four.
There is, JR.
Matt left the figure four long enough to inflict more pain. Goes right back to it. Like the begrudging Matt Hardy or not, the jealous Matt Hardy or not, he is very, very intelligent.
Do you want to quit?
No! And we say there's no submission, but in effect, with this hold, if
look at reversing the pressure.
If one of these men say, "I quit," they've submitted and they've lost.
Now it's Matt Hardy who's suffering the pain, correct?
Matt, do you want to quit?
Well, once you can roll your opponent over, now it's back. The pressure is back on the legs of Jeff Hardy.
And the referee cannot break the hold if you get to the ropes. Matt had to do that on his own accord. Jeff's hurt.
Jeff trying to protect his left leg to no avail.
Matt gets some sort of sick joy out of this.
Both these young men are hurting. Oh!
I said that Matt Hardy has evil envy towards his brother, and we're seeing that evilness in full display tonight.
Look at the position of the leg and the knee.
here.
Quit! Jeff, quit!
The thing about it is Jeff Hardy.
What do you say, Jeff?
Forget it!
I think he can be more adamant than that.
Jeff Hardy willing to have his leg snapped to prevent himself from saying, I quit.
Jeff, do you want to quit?
No! Quit! Matt is screaming, just quit, quit, quit. Frustration perhaps beginning to build.
Now what? Oh, that.
No telling what Matt Hardy's capable of. Almost in a weird state.
I think Matt Hardy's been unstable for longer than perhaps we all knew. I never knew that Matt had that inner jealousy that he obviously possesses towards his own flesh and blood.
Look at this, look at this, look at.
And look at it, the referee can't stop this unless Jeff says he quits.
Do you want to say it?
No!
He said no!
And Matt just becoming increasingly frustrated. Jeff, though, the fight he still has left in him. And now it's Matt Hardy who perhaps is in trouble. Jeff Hardy on one leg. Can he balance himself? He does!
Whisper in the wind connects. But look at the collateral damage done to these siblings.
If this were a normal match, that might have been enough for Jeff to get a 3 count to get a pin. But that's not going to win this match. Look at this, a move though.
Oh, just amazing he was able to balance on the injured leg. Jeff Hardy's dragging his leg around the ring.
Man, how challenging must this be for their own father to watch?
Well, Matt Hardy's, oh, look it! Matt Hardy's cut off all communication with his father over the past couple of months.
We talk about what this turn that we've witnessed in Matt. I mean, who would have ever thought that Matt Hardy was capable?
Look at.
This Texas Cloverleaf. Another submission maneuver.
I was going to say, who would have thought that Matt Hardy was capable of these, as you call
Look
it.
at. Matt's tapping, but he can't tap out. No submissions.
What?
Do you want to quit?
No.
Getting to the ropes won't stop this either.
Matt Hardy's no is of a very desperate tone, and obviously, and rightfully so. That Texas Cloverleaf is a lethal maneuver.
Oh, went for the twist of fate. Oh! Suddenly, it's Jeff Hardy with the clearer head. And there's the twist of fate.
Oh.
Jeff said he was going to be sick and twisted. And that swanton bomb on your own brother is about as sick and twisted as one can be.
Well, Jeff says
Matt,
on just
do you want to quit? No, Jeff, no.
Matt Hardy says no.
Jeff says I'm just as crazy as I've ever been. You will need all of that to get Matt to quit.
I don't know that Matt Hardy has a conscience. I'd like to think that his brother does, and having a conscience may cost Jeff here tonight.
Another swanton!
I don't know how you can have a conscience after what Matt Hardy's put his brother through.
I don't know how Matt Hardy cannot say that he quits right now.
Whatever Jeff is thinking of bringing out is legal.
Oh, the ante has just been upped.
Well, we know there's all sorts of things underneath the WWE ring, and there's a table. There's actually a chant earlier on from our WWE fans here tonight. We want a table. Well, you're getting your wish.
Jeff Hardy just threw pocket aces and got another ace on the clock. He's going to try to put his brother away here quickly, emphatically, with a unfriendly table.
For Jeff Hardy, you just look across the ring, JR, you look in the eyes of Matt Hardy, you just realize he's not your brother anymore. Is that the mentality you've got to take?
I really don't know. I can't identify with that. I really can't.
Can't either. I mean, I've got a 4-year-old brother that's 4 years older than me, and we've had some.
Oh, look at Matt Hardy!
Oh!
That's almighty! Good God, what a splat! A human splat from both men.
Well, Matt Hardy realized the table was in the ring. He thought he had rolled out of harm's way to the outside, but may have cost him.
I think any siblings can relate to disagreements, even fights sometimes. As I said, I have 4-year-old brother, 4 years older than me. We fought, but never anything to this extent. Never anything like this.
This is business.
Now what? Come on, have you got a table?
What the? Did he just?
What that is?
I thought I saw and I did. Duct tape. Jeff, what the? Oh man, you gotta be kidding me.
Matt Hardy's been the victim of 2 twists of fate, 2 swantons, and right now he's lying there in La La Land. When his head clears and he realizes what's happened.
What's Jeff doing? What is running through Jeff Hardy's head?
Well, technically, he's just taped his brother on. I don't know what there's got to be some sort of reason behind it.
A little wretched restraint by his...
Is that a rope?
Well,
It's obvious that Jeff Hardy has given what he's doing some thought.
this does not look good for Matt.
Referee's helpless.
JR, can you help me out here? What is Jeff up to?
He's up to looking to get that one big win, big move to get his brother to say, I quit.
You think he's trying to torture his brother?
Oh, I think that's exactly it. This is the middle part.
You gotta say it. Do you want to say it, Matt?
Oh my Lord.
I think you might want to say it, Matt.
Look at the fear in Matt's eyes.
Jeff, I'm sorry about everything. I'm sorry about you being off the road. I love you, Jeff. I love you. Jeff, listen to me. I love you. We're brothers. Jeff, we're brothers. A brother is the strongest bond you're gonna have in the world. Jeff, don't listen to them. I've always told you, don't listen to them. They get you in trouble. Jeff, Matt loves you. Matt and Jeff Hardy, the Hardy boys. We can do it all again. Jeff, our mom wouldn't want this. In heaven, she's looking down on us. She wouldn't want this, Jeff. Our dad's at home sick, Jeff. Please. Daddy wouldn't like it if you did this, Jeff. Please. Jeff, I love you. Jeff, Jeff, I'm sorry. Jeff. I quit. I quit. He said it. Matt Hardy quit.
Oh! And Jeff Hardy did not accept the apology.
For Matt Hardy, it was way too late.
The winner of this match.
I'm sorry.
Jeff Hardy!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the LWO from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, WWE Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio!
Well, Corey, the relationship between Ray and Dominic, nothing like the relationship between LeBron and Bronny.
I thought you were going to compare it to Otis and Chad Gable, and I was going to say it's almost identical, yet for some reason you feel bad for Otis, but you don't feel bad for Dirty Dom.
Why would I feel bad for Dirty Dom?
Because he had to grow up with Ray as his father.
Rey Mysterio's a tremendous man. He's a tremendous dad. He's a great person.
You ever been to Christmas at the Mysterio house?
Chad Gable is none of that.
And his opponent, representing the Judgment Day, from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, Dirty Dominic Mysterio!
At least he's got his vest back. Nonetheless, he wouldn't even let his Hall of Fame dad have a full entrance.
Well, it's because his Hall of Fame dad has taken every other opportunity and moment away from Dom for the last 20-something years of Dom's life.
Well, I hope Ray kicks his ass like he did back at WrestleMania 39. Hope he does it again tonight.
You're a sick man.
So Mysterio and Mysterio, father versus son, presented by Modelo, a reward for those with a fighting spirit. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. So here we go, underway. Dominic and Rey Mysterio here tonight. They have never been able to patch things up. Maybe if Dominic could have a relationship with his dad, Ray could tell him how to handle this whole Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley situation. Give him some fatherly advice. With Dominic, look at how he's treating the man.
What does Rey Mysterio know about women troubles, Cole? He's been running around with a mask on his entire life because he's hideous.
He's been married for a long time. He's got a beautiful wife and family, and maybe Dominic should take a look at that.
You know, they say you're only as loyal as your options.
You're an idiot. And here we go now. Mysterio sent across the ring by Dominic. The Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio leapfrogged by Dominic Mysterio. Oh, right to the face. That had to feel good for Ray.
Yeah, a lot of fathers wake up and dream or from dreams about stomping on their own son's face. That's very normal behavior, Ray. Not unhealthy or toxic at all.
Well, Dominic, Ray taking Dominic down into the barricade. Rey Mysterio teaching his son a lesson here tonight on Raw. Well, Dominic Mysterio is taking control of this matchup with his father, Rey Mysterio. During the commercial break, we are in Boston tonight, 14,778 WWE fans on hand for this WrestleMania rematch. And things not going like they did at WrestleMania for Ray. Cover by Dominic, kick out at 2.
That's because Dominic Mysterio has continued to train, continued to improve, continued to spend time and pick the brains of the Judgment Day. Meanwhile, all Rey Mysterio has done is make his son's life hell.
And now pounding away on his father, Rey Mysterio. I still cannot believe the way that this relationship has deteriorated over the years between Dominic and Ray. Once again, it's led to this. Oh!
Flying back elbow by Dom.
Cover again by Dom. Hook of the leg on Ray and a kick out. Dominic loved to beat his dad tonight, embarrassing here on Monday Night Raw.
Come on, Ray. What you got?
Dirty Dom's got to realize that Liv's definitely looking on wherever she's at.
Who calls his dad by their first name?
As someone whose dad has mistreated them for the duration of their existence.
again. Dominic just pounding away on Mysterio. Into the corner goes Rey. Shoulder first.
That may have broken Rey's heart, literally.
In the last 2 years, broken Rey Mysterio's heart. Look at the cocky cover by Dominic.
That should have been a 3.
Estranged father and son. Breaks Angie's heart. Aaliyah, Dominic's sister as well. See what their dad and Dominic battling each other again here tonight.
Well, it's probably going to hurt them both that they were both complicit watching Dom grow up the way he had to.
Nonetheless, Rey trying to fight back into this thing. Nice drop toe hold by Mysterio. Dominic into the second rope. Hey, you can spew all your propaganda over there on Friday nights, but you're not going to do it here on Mondays, as Rey is now sending his son face first into the turnbuckle.
That's why I keep Barrett around.
Yeah, he's another one. And Rey now out to the apron, trying to pick up the pace in this matchup. Dominic, a little stunned, not sure where he is. Down goes Dom off the senton by Rey. Cross body.
Oh, man.
What impact. Rey may have knocked his son out. Rey slow to his feet after that.
I think Rey came down a little hard on his knee, perhaps.
Now watch this again. Rey Mysterio. Wow. The impact up over the top goes Dominic. Rey able to roll through. Kick to the face of Dom. And look who's here. Liv Morgan, still the world champ because of Dominic's antics earlier tonight. And obviously Liv out here, well, perhaps to repay the favor.
Sunset flip by Rey. Dom rolls through, looking for
Donna.
catapult.
Oh! Rey face first, and now
a half crab submission. Brilliantly executed by Dirty Dom.
Almost a full crab here. As Rey's trying to make it to the bottom rope to force a break. Morgan looking on. Big smile on her face. Dom less vocal with Morgan's appearance here than he was a little bit earlier when he came out for her match.
Because Dom's a professional. He realizes he's in the ring with a Hall of Famer. He's got to give at least professional respect to his dad.
Saw Liv Morgan do this earlier. Looking for the Three Amigos. Not paying homage at all to Eddie Guerrero.
You think Dom's paying homage to Liv?
Rey now. Drop to the knee.
Oh, no.
Mysterio with him in position, and Liv Morgan pulling Dominic out of harm's way.
What a woman. That is a ride or die if there ever was one. Oh, and Rey.
Oh, no. Well, Dom didn't look in a hurry to get out of that compromising position. Now Rey telling Morgan to get out of here. Dominic with a kick to his dad. This is the damnedest stuff I've ever witnessed. Oh, now dropping Rey on the back of his neck. Cover by Dominic. Hook of the leg. Rey stays in it. Morgan trying her best to help out Dominic here. And now Zelina Vega with a little payback. And Vega and Morgan now in a brawl outside the ring.
Morgan sent spine first into the barricade. Now remember, Rey and Dom's match is still technically happening. It's still underway.
And now Dominic has Rey in position for a 619.
Oh my God, the poetic justice just couldn't get any sweeter. Making the clock.
And Dominic now, Morgan and Zelina.
Wow. That a girl.
Oh, and Zelina took out Morgan, who took out Dominic.
Oh no, Dirty Dom's in trouble.
Yeah, that's not going to help with their relationship. As Dominic now is hurt on the top rope, the top turnbuckle. Mysterio with a 619. Dirty Dom down and out, dropping the dime is Mysterio for
Zelina Vega with a bit of a payback tonight. Things backfired for Morgan and Dirty Dom. Rey Mysterio beats his son again.
Say what you just said.
Rick Morgan saying it wasn't her fault. Dominic not pleased.
Final opportunity at the title. Listen here, Charlie. Tonight, I am fighting my brother Brett for the last time. Well, Brett, this will be the last time that you will be the World Wrestling Federation champion because I'm taking it away from you. I'm out of here. What a matchup that will be. Owen's final chance at the title against the Hitman. We're all ready to go. Gentlemen, take it away.
All right, thank you very much, Charlie Mann. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the world premiere of the Action Zone. Your Sunday afternoons will never be the same. Vince McMahon here along with Todd Pettengill.
You know, Vince, last night the Baseball World Series would have opened. Would have been game one. However, the prima donna baseball players and owners went on strike. So this afternoon, here in the World Wrestling Federation, it's the World Series. WWF Championship on the line, and it's Owen Hart's last chance to dance.
And you know what happens when it's someone's last chance? You can bet Owen is going to be pulling out all the stops, ladies and gentlemen. You wonder just how low he will stoop to gain the title.
Well, an individual who has nothing to lose is oftentimes the most dangerous. So we'll see this afternoon here in the world premiere of the WWF Action Zone. Owen has beaten his brother before. It could happen again.
Yes, indeed. Everyone remembers what happened at WrestleMania. The lightning strike twice. Well, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, the title change hands here on the Action Zone this afternoon.
Image on the mat. Who could love a face like that?
Owen Hart, ready, ladies and gentlemen, to become the WWF champion at the expense of this man. Here he comes, the fightingest champion of all time in the WWF. Listen to this ovation. What an ovation, and deservedly so. The Hitman Bret Hart taking on all comers, and give credit to the Hitman for giving his brother this final opportunity. And as you spoke earlier, Todd Pettengill, yes, liking this matchup to the World Series.
Unbelievable. Listen to the crowd. The Hitman more popular than free facials at a women's prison. Man, they love him here. That would be a popular Halloween costume. Go as the Hitman, the pink and black.
Owen Hart receiving instructions from the official. You wonder what type of match are we exactly going to see here this afternoon? Will it be a scientific encounter, or will it be a raw bum stomp affair? That's what it's all about. The title up for grabs, and here we see the Hitman traditionally giving away a pair of his glasses. One happy youngster on the outside.
Nice perm.
Hey, wait a minute. Owen Hart just snatched the belt, just snatched the title from the official.
Oh, man, he took the belt, but he hasn't taken the title. However, that could happen here this afternoon.
Yes, indeed, is this an omen of what we will see on the world premiere of the Action Zone.
Brother.
A very confident Owen Hart. Owen Hart building confidence, building his skills as well. And do we have this fight? Look at that, throwing it, a nice catch by the Hitman.
Very nice.
And Brett, ladies and gentlemen, on the outside, making yet another youngster happy. Wait a minute.
Don't put those on, they got king cooties.
King cooties.
Yeah, you put those glasses on, you see the world from a whole different perspective, that of Owen Hart.
Conspicuous by his absence is Jim the Anvil Neidhart, who is normally in the corner of Owen. What is that, some sort of a victory for Owen?
Oh, actually, that's a new move they have on the OJ workout video.
OJ workout video?
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of jumps up and down, get the blood pumping, you know, before the big workout.
I see. Locking back up now, the two brothers. To the ropes. The Hitman Bret Hart, leery as well he should be. And the official there to get between the two of them.
This reminds me of Steve and Ron.
I beg your pardon?
Steve and Ron, two brothers in my neighborhood, were always fighting.
I see.
Oh, it was terrible.
Look at this. Oh, what a slap! Owen Hart just lit his brother Bret up. And then Owen, look at this. Psychological tactics employed here. Owen doesn't want to follow through.
The duck for cover by the King of Hearts.
All that that intended to build the ire, and I'm sure it did, of the WWF champion Bret Hart. But Bret Hart, the wily veteran, not likely to fall for the psychological warfare of his younger brother Owen.
Who's about 2 McNuggets short of a Happy Meal.
Into a hammerlock, nicely done by Owen. And a nice reversal there by the champion. It's the world premiere of the Action Zone, all over North America. Yes, you can bet the whole Hart family is watching up in Canada, all the way over, ladies and gentlemen, across the big pond, as they say, to Europe as well. And Bret Hart with the arm bar on his brother Owen. Owen with a handful of hair from our vantage point, now coming off the rope. Bret from the far side, off the rope, drop kick message.
It's amazing to watch this.
Wait a minute, sharpshooter coming up. No. Owen for the ride, to the buckle. Oh! And a roll up. This one's over quickly.
He got him.
No, he didn't. Oh, very
just missing.
Bret Hart with the hold and a complaint of a hair pull, which no one saw.
Ridiculous.
Owen Hart spinning into his brother Bret. Owen Hart, ladies and gentlemen, who wanted to be just like his brother. Off the rope now. And again the crisscross and hip toe shaft. A lunge. Another great takedown. And Owen takes a powder to the outside.
Slips out like the snake that he is. No question he's a talented individual, but his tactics are questioned.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait just a moment. The official pointing of it. Here's Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Neidhart now has come down to be in the corner of Owen. That changes the complexion of the entire matchup.
I wonder if Owen and the Anvil write each other off on their tax returns.
And there, wait a minute. 1, 2, and oh! The referee was out of position. If only he had been in position. Jim the Anvil Neidhart, himself a challenger to the WWF champion Bret Hart. Owen spinning into his brother. Owen Hart back to the standing position. And again, Bret must be concerned with what's going on the inside as well as the outside. Look at this pretty combination and no, can't quite get it.
The Hitman seems to be in control here early on, folks. Last chance to dance for Owen Hart.
And look at that man. Jim the Anvil Neidhart, who was the man whispering into Owen's ear all along. He was the man who built the dissension between Owen and his brother Bret. Off the rope. Wait a minute. Jim the Anvil Neidhart just scooped the ankle. Come on, ref. Owen taking advantage behind the official's back. Hey, wait a minute. Here comes Yaz. Here comes the British Bulldog.
Making his way to the ring to take a bite out of slime.
And you can bet this is going to even up things at least on the outside. We're going to have this matchup resuming. The title's up for grabs. Welcome back, everyone. Tomorrow, the world premiere of the Action Zone, the WWF champion Bret Hart in a compromising position. His brother Owen during the break. Look at this. A camel clutch of pride. Will Bret Hart surrender? Bret with one arm down, trying to break some of the leverage. Now he has broken it. Into a front face lock, back to a standing position. Bret trying to turn in, top wrist lock, nicely done. A yank in the hair, back down to the canvas. And to a front face lock. Reverse chin lock, brother, as Owen applies even more pressure. Trying to bend over his brother, and there on the outside. The British Bulldog, likewise Jim the Anvil Neidhart, in the corner of Owen Hart. Oh, come on, a blatant hair pull.
Good thing Owen's not in there with George Foreman. He wouldn't have anything to pull.
And take a look at this. Owen continuing to wear down the WWF champion. You wonder what sort of toll all these title defenses has taken as of late on Bret Hart.
Owen Hart better do a little less talking, a little more action. He's got the two-time everything in the World Wrestling Federation in there. Another hair pull.
Yes, a two-timer, all right, but in a very positive way.
Absolutely. Two-time Intercontinental Champion, two-time Tag Team Champion, two-time WWF Champion, future Hall of Famer. You're talking about the one and only Hitman Bret Hart, the pink and black.
And Bret, top wrist lock again, and come on, as soon as the official rounded the bend, a yank of the hair. And go ahead, Bret. Bret Hart, ladies and gentlemen, fighting fire with fire, but being warned by the official.
Turnabout fair play there.
The British Bulldog looking on. The British Bulldog, of course, making an appearance at the recent SummerSlam when these two, Owen and Bret, went at it again in the steel cage matchup. Everybody remembers that. Back to the standing position. This is the final opportunity for Owen Hart. Will he be the WWF champion? the rope, the champion. Over his brother, Bret Hart. Oh! A knee to the midsection. Owen Hart pacing himself. It appears as into the midsection. Unbelievable. It appears as though that Owen Hart really has control of this matchup thus far, generally speaking. Again, reverse chin lock. Owen has had quite a bit of success with this hold. More of a defensive type hold nonetheless. When you lean down on your opponent like that, he has to assume all of your weight. Owen, the younger of the two. But I don't think he's any more well-conditioned than the WWF champion, Bret Hart. To the midsection goes Bret Hart. Look at this.
And the champion works his way out.
Off the rope. Over his brother, Bret Hart, right back. Oh, belly-to-belly suplex, a cover. 1, 2, and boom.
First near fall for Owen Hart, who's trying to become WWF champion here on the Action Zone this afternoon.
And right back to the hold in which he's had success. A look of concern on the look of Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, and justifiably so again. Bret escaping. Bret now. Here we go. This could do it.
He got him.
No, he did not. But that is typical of the WWF champion, Bret Hart. Just when you think you have him down, he'll come up with something out of nowhere into a pinning combination. The most scientifically gifted WWF. Oh, look at that. Yes. And to the buckle Owen. Bret Hart with a forearm uppercut. Bret taught Owen Hart everything Owen knows. But Bret didn't teach Owen everything he knows. That's pretty obvious in this particular matchup at the moment. For the ride. No, reversal. Ooh, wow. To the outside, trying to capitalize now. Owen Hart, that's gonna go up. Let's go back, take a look at this double feature. All right, look, here it goes. To the buckle reversal, and then chest first. Back to live action. Oh, my, what a drop kick. And Owen Hart. Oh, look at a slap to Davey Boy's face.
I gotta tell you, I was gonna pick somebody to slap.
Look from behind, now we know why. Oh, no.
There it is.
And again, the official still distracted. Jim the Anvil Neidhart hammering away on the champion's knee.
They don't go anywhere without one another. The Anvil and Owen, always together.
Obviously, that was a setup, ladies and gentlemen. Owen Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart distracting the official. And Bret Hart now. Oh, no. What a shame this would be if Bret Hart lost the WWF title on the world premiere of the Action Zone as a result of a bad knee. You will recall it was a bad knee that sort of started all this stuff when Owen and Bret teamed up at the Survivor Series. Ooh, and a takedown by Owen Hart. Owen never forgave his brother Bret for that injured knee. And poetic justice, I'm sure, as far as Owen is concerned. The only question is, will Owen attempt to go from here and to apply the sharpshooter, a hold that Bret taught Owen?
We talked about it before. Imagine being the Hart family members watching this. Their relationship and their family will never be the same because of these two brothers.
1, 2, obviously intense pain. Listen to this capacity crowd. Jim the Anvil Neidhart, perhaps sensing, as his brother-in-law Owen does, that he's just moments away from winning the title. Bret with a headbutt, and that will break the hold. However, the damage has been done.
You can see Bret holding that leg, more specifically that knee.
And right back to it. Right back to it. Snap at a hamstring. And Owen now gesturing that he will be the WWF champion. It could happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Owen doing a lot of talking.
Oh, and again a snap at a hamstring.
Can you imagine what it would be like if Owen walks out of here with that belt around his waist? Unbelievable.
Owen Hart continuing to attack. That same knee. The official.
Mommy's not here to help you now, Bret.
What do you say, Mommy's not here to help you?
That's exactly what he said. Another takedown. And again, Owen Hart, ladies and gentlemen, continuing to work away on the injured knee. The knee that was injured behind the official's back. The knee that Jim the Anvil Neidhart injured on the ring post. And look at this. And oh my goodness, can you imagine that?
No mercy at all.
We spoke before about the desperation of Owen Hart. Now we're seeing exactly what we talked about before. This man will do anything to win the WWF title. And it looks like he's just about done it. Here we go. Sharpshooter. No, go. Figure 4. Yes, figure 4 leg lock.
More pressure applied to the knee and the ankle now.
Owen very methodically wearing down the WWF champion, very methodically working on the injured knee. 2 in. Bret Hart in so much pain he was almost counted down.
Every time there's a little let up, you can hear the Anvil Jim Neidhart yelling back to Owen to put more pressure on the leg.
And another count of 2.
Bret Hart
Hanging on. Thus far, he will not surrender. Even though this must be very, very painful. Bret Hart now trying to find, what's he doing? Trying to find a measure of escape. Trying to reverse the hold.
Will continues. Stay with us. He's gonna do it. He's gotta do it. Welcome back, everyone, to more of the world premiere of the Action Zone. While we're away, Bret Hart obviously escaped and kicked Owen to the outside, but now it's Owen coming back in. Oh, yes.
Bret Hart still favoring the knee, but now it's Bret in control. Bret off the rope.
Bret with a clothesline.
The pink and black is back.
Cover.
Cohen, no, a kick out. Much like his brother Bret, Owen will not give up either. What a highly competitive matchup. Off the rope. Oh, to the midsection.
And Bret Hart
Snapping back.
yes. McGregor cover. 2.
No, a kick out. And Bret Hart continues to be the aggressor at this juncture in the matchup. A headbutt mixing it up.
Here we go, and a small package.
Yes, no. Oh, so very,
Boy,
very
what a close call.
There have been so many close calls here in this matchup, back and forth.
Bret with the momentum. And now, perhaps,
What's he doing? Bret to the, is he going to the corner? Bret Hart, the WWF champion now.
with a bit of a high-risk maneuver off and, oh! The forearm right across the chest, that'll do it. 1, 2.
Wait a minute, look at the anvil.
Did you see what he did?
Oh yeah, put your hands behind your back. Ridiculous.
Oh, just barely.
On the rope, no. Oh, yes, 2, 3, no. Oh.
Seesaw matchup back and forth.
Boy.
Just exactly what you would expect in the World Wrestling Federation. Exactly what you expect in a matchup with the champion.
And unfortunately, the attempt there.
Oh, yes.
Owen Hart
with a tremendous maneuver has flattened the champion. His brother too, and almost a count of 3.
Hitman kicks out. Both these guys showing awesome resiliency here this afternoon on the Action Zone.
Owen Hart wants to be the World Wrestling Federation champion. He'll do anything to be the title holder.
and Bret, likewise, wants to do anything to keep it. Owen, sensing that perhaps his brother Bret is finished and
no, block. Another block.
Bret now with a suplex.
No, he has Owen in the top rope.
Here we go.
Look at this. Owen Hart with no place to go.
From that to no. What a maneuver that was. And Jim Lee, wait a minute. She and Bull Knight had something to do with it.
Wait a minute, what's the Bulldog doing?
Davey Boy Smith giving a tap there to Owen.
A cover. 1, 2. Yes.
The Hitman, Bret Hart, retains the World Wrestling Federation Championship.
What a matchup to premiere the Action Zone. And when Jim the Anvil Neidhart assisted his brother-in-law Owen in his attempt to finish off the champion,
Only poetic justice that Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, did just the same in reverse.
But Vince, I gotta say, the British Bulldog broke the rules. He got
that
involved.
right. Indeed, right after Jim the Anvil Neidhart did.
So finally, Owen and the Anvil get a taste of their own medicine. Doesn't taste very good, does it, guys?
Stevie Ray from the hood and from the heart. And after seeing that, you kind of get a sense of, you understand exactly more now than ever where Stevie Ray's coming from as far as his emotional concern. He feels his brother has turned his back on him in favor of this girl, Midnight.
You really think that's the way he feels in his heart? Or is it just a convenient excuse to cover up the jealousy that I feel that we've seen come from Stevie Ray between him and his brother Booker T, with Midnight firmly in the middle?
What I want to know is, remember when he was walking down the street, you see that house in the background? Tony, where'd you get those gutters? Isn't that your
That was Casa.
crib?
That was Casa
You know,
Shivani.
before I came out here, I heard my brother talking about Booker T has forgotten where he come from. Well, let me tell you something, brother. I haven't forgotten where I come from. I come from 110th Street. The person who's forgotten where he come from is you, big brother Stevie Ray. You know, you used to be a person I could count on to watch my back at all times. But now, that's all over with. And as far as I'm concerned, I got somebody in my corner to fit that bill, and that's Midnight. So, brother, between me and you, it's all over with. You on your own. You know, and as far as I'm concerned, let's do this. No, one more thing, brother. When we were little kids, you used to call me Junior. Well, it ain't Junior no more. It's Booker T. So come on out here and get your ass whooped like it's supposed to be done. Now, can you dig that?
The intensity obviously is there. And they say there's nothing more bitter than two brothers in a fight.
And I'll tell you guys, they still love each other. That's what's dangerous. They love each other so much, they'll tear each other's heads off. Always happens like that.
Stevie Ray. I mean, we're talking about, there's the slapjack. It's not only the name of his favorite wrestling maneuver, but it's the name of the illegal object he's used many times. Booker T and Midnight know it all too well. Think about how many times these two men dominated tag team wrestling in World Championship. Without a doubt, the team of the 90s.
No question, 10-time World Tag Team title holders. But think back to when Booker T became a singles competitor. I think it was at that point in time that this jealousy problem really started, and now with Midnight thrown in the mix, it's reared its ugly head again.
Hold on. Booker T leaned over to Midnight and said, I believe, I understand that right, he said, let me handle this by myself, and is sending Midnight to the back.
It's personal now.
Yeah, it's mano-a-mano is what it is. That's what they want.
Well, it might be better. No distractions around ringside. Let's just settle this thing.
So it's come to this. This is going to get pretty ugly, I would imagine.
Can you imagine their parents at home watching this?
Well, for parents, seeing brothers fight is not a new thing a lot,
but not like this.
Not like this, you're right, Ray. And the ropes, Ray set it. Booker T immediately with that Harlem side kick of his. And it connected with the head of Stevie Ray.
Whoa! Ready to follow up the advantage out here on the floor. Big clubbing blows to the back of the head. It's not brotherly love. Face first into the rail.
Booker T has been the aggressor so far. Now the Ray, look at that big leapfrog.
He got him.
Forearm smack. Booker T covers and no. Stevie Ray kicks away.
Booker T relying on the offensive that has made him that World Tag Team Champion and so many times a singles champion as well. Using the athletic ability that he brings in, and of course, brother Stevie Ray has the power game. First the elbow, and then explodes out of the corner with the clothesline.
Now Booker T tried to win this thing quickly and early with an offensive flurry. You knew the emotion and the anger that he was showing during the interview. He thought, I guess, to win it quickly would be the ultimate insult for one Stevie Ray as much as anything else. But now, guys, Stevie Ray's really not going to listen.
Oh, you talking about two brothers fighting. We have a domestic here. Don't we?
They do, we don't.
Right in front of our eyes, we do.
Call the cops. Bad boys, they're out there.
And they are out of the ringside. Nick Patrick, the referee, assigned to this very physical matchup. There's the safety rail, the barricade, if you will. It's used to protect the fans, as you know, but it's much more than that for many of the wrestlers in WCW.
You know, I just don't buy into Stevie Ray going back to his roots, trying to tell the story as he's reversed by Booker T. Stevie Ray will blame anybody. He was trying to blame us recently, Tony. He called you the minister of propaganda.
I think he called called you that.
Well, one of us.
I think both of you should have that title. I'm a broadcast journalist.
We have been known to share it, I'm sure. Into the ring as Booker T continues his offense here on brother Stevie Ray.
Oh! Right on the chop.
Kelly's ground. Foot into the chest. And he power slammed him out. Good move. Now the cover. Stevie Ray tries to win it, but cannot.
Booker T made the mistake running right out of the corner. Big Stevie Ray was ready, caught him with the power slam. Near fall attempt, and now back to the basics as Stevie Ray tries to slow down the offense of his brother.
During their reign as tag team champions, they both brought entirely different styles into their tag team unit. One thing Booker T was known for was his conditioning. He's going to have to show us what he's made of here tonight, because Stevie Ray was always known as the big, powerful Punisher.
But you're right, Tony, bringing different styles into it. That worked for them. It made them very, very successful. How many times were they tag team champions?
As Mike said earlier in the match, 10 times. As Mike said about 5 minutes ago.
Well, I ignore him. I never hear anything he says.
I know, you just don't pay attention.
But don't get me wrong.
You just don't pay attention to it, Bobby.
I'm not in the Army. I don't have to pay attention to anybody.
Snap-aired him over, did Stevie Ray. Dropped the elbow on him. Two count and he kicks out.
Again, back to doing what they do best. The power game of Stevie Ray, completely taking away the offense of Booker T.
Gotta keep him grounded. You don't want him up.
Not only tonight will we crown a new champion. Tonight we're going to find out if the NWO is strong as ever, or the NWO has their shortest run ever in WCW.
Terry Funk, the commissioner of World Championship Wrestling, to face Kevin Nash with both the future of the NWO and the commissioner's role at stake.
And that's going to be a hardcore match. After what's all gone down hardcore-wise tonight. Now Stevie Ray feeling, and he's in charge of this one, and let's see if in fact he can win it. Double underhook with the butterfly. Now Booker T one step ahead. Good powerful legs that time. He'll hoist up his big brother over his back body drop. But not a bad move at all by Stevie Ray to get the first blow in after the back body drop. Off the rope, says Nick Patrick. And they're off the rope. Booker T. Here he goes. Could be. It is. He's won many a match with that one.
He must be going hurt now. All the way upstairs. Let's see.
Could it be the missile drop kick? He's got to get Stevie Ray down though.
You know, think of the familiarity these two guys have. He might know that Stevie Ray wasn't ready for that. And he threw him down there.
Who is that?
Oh, I know who that is. Well, what the hell is he doing here?
Is that? Oh my God!
Look at the size of this guy. Look at the arms on him.
What role does he play in this match?
Well,
a big role.
The role right now, obviously, is he's helping Stevie Ray.
Any role that he wants.
And Midnight comes back down.
Midnight, get out of here.
Slapjack attempt.